Twilight, the Windows, looking at vampires on the computer for this realness that you had, or...
When Bella was doing her vampire research, that portion of the book summed up all the vampire research I did in the writing of Twilight. I wanted to see what she would find. So that was, I don't know how legit those ledgers are. It was a real site online that no longer exists. And I just kind of went through and found stuff that I thought was interesting that pertained to what I was working on. Okay, one little third. When I first read the book, I didn't think there was going to be any audience, let alone a real one. The question, sorry. I was not writing this to show other people. I'm kind of shy. This sort of thing is kind of terrifying for me. I'm a little bit more used to it, but the idea of letting someone read a story was horrific to me. If it wasn't for my big sister kind of kicking my butt the whole way, I never would have tried to submit it. So I really wasn't thinking about the audience. In fact, I wasn't going to submit it as a YA novel because that hadn't crossed my mind. I wrote it for me and I was 29, so therefore that would have been the audience I was thinking of. But then after it came out and it became a predominantly female readers, I felt really sad because I thought, there's stuff here for boys. And when boys started reading, they have cool questions. It's a little bit different the way they view it. They tend to be more pro Jacob, I found. It's cool. I really appreciate having that other viewpoint. I found that in Europe, it's a lot more even, which I think is kind of interesting. So I wasn't really thinking about audience, but I'm sure glad that you're here. Okay, right there. The black, yes.
Yeah, in the first two books, it was like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, basically, like, where one tries to save the other and vice versa. You kind of changed the theme, like how Bella looks at Edward and everything in the third book. Why does that happen?
Talking about the themes and kind of the books that I've tied the story into. And the first two books aren't Romeo and Juliet. The second book is Romeo and Juliet. The first book is sort of very loosely like Pride and Prejudice. So each story has its own novel. And so book 3 was Wuthering Heights, and book 4 will be A Midsummer Night's Dream. So each she wants to see Alice's story, and she wants to know which narratives I may go off with. With Alice, I feel like Midnight Sun is almost from her perspective as well, because Edward spends so much time in her head. He sees her visions. They communicate quite a lot without speaking. And so I don't really feel a lack there. But of course, I'm really working on it, so I know what's there. At this point in time, I'm not really thinking about doing like prequels. I've had that suggested to me, and maybe someday. It's not on my list right now. The characters that I will tell the story from in the future, if I were to go there, I can't tell you who those characters are. Okay, in the black sparkly dress. Twilight started because of a dream I had on June 2nd, 2003. And I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. It wasn't until I wrote it that I wanted to keep going, and it wasn't until it was finished that I thought, hey, I wrote a whole book. Okay, so way back. You got one again back there. You're going to shout. No pressure, come on. She's tracing the different colors in skin. Vampires still have blood after they've fed recently, because it kind of moves through their body, and he had fed quite recently in that scene. He wanted to do from here. Okay, in the pink right there.